there, friends. Nibs again. Out at the range doing a little bit of plinking tonight, a little bit of target practice. And I have a pretty cool old 22 here that was actually requested. This video was requested by my buddy John over at the Boomstick and Boomstick Revenge YouTube channels. And he brought out his Noble 33, which was in a wood stock, and I mentioned on his video that I had a Noble 33A that has a 10-ite stock, and that's what we have here. So 10-ite is just a type of plastic, but let's see here if we can show this guy. It's pretty dark, but it does have, and the light's fading on me quick here tonight, but this one does have somewhat of a wood grain type of swirl in it in the plastic, but it's a pretty cool old gun. They made these, Noble made these. They were in business from about the mid-50s up until right around 1970, somewhere in that neighborhood. I don't know exactly when they made these particular models, but that's when they were in business. So, but this was pretty cool. It's a pump action 22, and we'll go ahead and take a few shots with it. Just gonna shoot. I'll do like I did with my pump action one, or my lever action 39A that I did. I'll do 5 shots shooting offhand, and then I'll do another 5 shots resting on the rest here, and we'll see how much better I can do between the two. So I'll put all 10 in here right now so we don't have to goof around loading it back up again. But I sure do love my I love my pump action 22s. I have quite a few. I have one whole cabinet that's dedicated just to pump action 22s, and it is full. But so let's go ahead and rack around here. So I am going to just shoot kind of resting, but mostly offhand here. I think I see the impact right there, a little above center of the bullseye. Not bad. Ooh, that one's way up at the top 12 o'clock target spot there. So was that one. All right, after I shoot this 5th one, I'm going to take a look through the spotting scope. Look like they're all going high there, but I can't tell. All right, there you are. Okay. All right, so all right, yeah, so the very first one, like I thought, was right there on the center dot, but then the rest of them all went up high for whatever reason. But it's a probably 60-plus-year-old gun shooting offhand by a almost 60-year-old man. So that's not too bad, probably. Let's go ahead and see if we can do any better. shooting it off the rest. This thing has a heavy trigger. These glasses, oh my goodness. I really need to get into the eyeglass place and just have them do an adjustment on these so they actually stay up on my face. They just slither right down my nose. I can't tell if I'm doing any better yet or not. See a few dots above the center line there. I really do love the pump actions. So this gun's got the problem like John's did. The follower is missing a piece, and there's supposed to be another piece that comes off the mag follower that will act like a dummy round to push the last round out, but this one's missing that off the end there. So the very last round, if you don't reload more in there to rack one in, you actually have to use something to pry it up out of the extractors. So, but no big deal. It's a pretty cool gun. Let me take a look at what I did there. All right. So they're all up pretty high. Honestly, I think other than the very first shot, I think I did better shooting offhand than I did off the rest. But still not too bad. I mean, they're all in probably a couple inch group right there, which is not bad for me for open sights. But so anyway, what I was going to say there was I really kind of liked the pump action 22s because they were among some of the very first repeater 22s that came out. Marlin had a pump action 22 as early as 1891. I'm not sure if that was the very first one or not, but there was quite a few guns in that. Of course, the Winchester 1890 was probably one of the very first ones, I would think, but I have several of those too. So, but just quite a bit of nostalgia with these pump action 22s, and this one's kind of an obscure one. Not many people have heard of the Noble Company. They did actually. So John mentioned he thought they might have made a semi-automatic as well, and I've never heard of that, but they did definitely make a lever action, and I either had one or have one. A few years ago, I just did a big sell-off. I sold a lot of stuff, and I don't think I sold it during that time, but I was looking, and it's not in the cabinet where I thought it should be. That doesn't mean that it's not in one of my other gun cabinets, but it wasn't where I thought it was going to be, so I'll have to do a little more digging. But they did make a lever action gun as well. Very similar arrangement, but the lever is what pulled the breech back there instead of using the pump handle. So, but they also made a Model 235, which is the much more common Noble. It's still very uncommon, but they're the much more common Noble pump action 22. Very similar arrangement, but I like the 33. The 33 and 33A is a very much more robust action as far as that goes. The 235 is all stamped sheet metal underneath and very flimsy. The one I had did have some problems and I had to fix it, but the 33s are actually a little bit better construction. So, but anyway, there you go. That is the Noble 33A for my friend John over at Boomstick. He had some trouble with his main Boomstick channel. I think maybe it's shut down permanent now, but it was on, it was off, it was on. But definitely you can find him at Boomstick's Revenge or Boomstick Revenge. And he's got a lot of nice guns too. So anyway, hope you guys liked the video. Till next time, have a great day.